Mateus Herdy, Mihimana Braye. What's at stake? With the loss of Jackson Baker in that opening heat today, we just saw Jackson get defeated. Mateus Herdy, he makes this heat. We are on to heat number 2 in this round of 16. Mateus Herdy on the backhand, the 22-year-old Brazilian. Looking down the line, carving, direction change. He's going to play it safe on this one, riding all the way in. Mateus matched up against a Tahitian in the way of Mihimana Braye. I'm Kaipo Guerrero, along with Mitchell Salazar, opening up the morning for you. Here, day number 4 of the Corona Saquarema Pro presented by Banco Do Brasil.
And you mentioned this being the most important heat of Mateus's life so far. No doubt he's made the semifinals at a CT event before, right here. Well, opened up with a good wave right here, smart surfing, and just safe at the end too. They didn't want to have to start off the heat with a fall and get your concentration, disrupted right there, discombobulated, especially with all the backwash involved on this one. I mean, look at how much water was moving on that wave right there, Kaipo. Missed times the first section and was just a bit early right here, but just want to draw out the down carve. Some smart stuff to open things up for Mateus.
Slow motion here to analyze this.
Yeah, and looking at that turn, it was right in the pocket, but he just mistimes it a little bit, and that's due to the backwash. Wasn't fully able to engage both of his rails and his fins as well as he wanted to. But as of right here, just draws out this turn early on, and as you can see, doesn't even fully commit to the rebound either. Over on the right, he just wanted to ride this thing out and be smart with the way he was going to start off his heat.
See ya, Mom and Dad. Kyle, Eddie Crawford, congratulations. Your son is in the quarterfinals. Mihimana Braye on his opening wave chooses a frothy one that seems like it's cleaning up on the inside here, and he kicks out.
That was a tough section right there, Kaipo. I don't blame him. That thing was coming at around 100 miles per hour at him from the other direction.
When you have no speed going into a section like that, you're only going to hurt yourself by putting it up there. Second wave here, much better there. Times the backwash, gets some release, and the airdrop back to connect with his board. So dynamic first turn there. Banks off the oncoming section, but the convergence of water just sandwiches him.
Man, he's got some strong legs underneath him. And still a good-sized wave, even if it was breaking on the inside. That was some strong turn, even slid the board and the fins when he was coming out of it as well. Right here, recomposes himself. And just unfortunately didn't have the right amount of speed to be able to ride out of the whitewater there at the end. And the shot from above, look at that deep bottom turn, and he just completely slides the fins. A lot of commitment right there. The degree of difficulty as extremely high as it could have been for that one. And as you can see, not enough speed for the finishing maneuver. Still, should be a good score, Kipes.
We really get to see this bounce, the release, and the recovery, actually, because he came out pretty straight-legged.
Yeah, and a board slide, really. I mean, when you look at it, that's what a board slide in skateboarding is like. But to be able to hold on to his feet in 2021, and when he made the semis, I actually thought he was going to win the event over there at Barra La Cruz, Kipes.
Yeah. Here we go. Fading into this section. Mihimana Braye currently has the lead. Just needs to better 1.77, so he's done his job here on this wave. Just cautiously surfing this wave and easing through some turns.
That's some really smart stuff, though. Extend the lead, make the requirement a bit better for the surfer in the red jersey. So a little bit of a setup turn, a two-stage carve right there for Mihimana. Makes it back to the open face right here on the inside, and thought he engaged the rail a bit more. Better drawn-out maneuver for Braye. Then once again, he just uses those rails to his advantage. I mean, being a goofy footer out here, this is a dream wave for you. You're able to generate your own speed. You're able to utilize the entirety of the area of this wave, and especially given how big it is today, you have an option of being on the forehand rather than being on the backhand too. So that is clutch for a surfer like this. Really holds the rail right there. Don't think it's going to be a huge score, just given that there wasn't anything of consequence and any real critical section on this one. When it comes to using the rail and carving on your forehand, some good stuff right there by Braye.
24 minutes, 45 seconds. Mateus continues to hold position. Mihimana's trying to scratch into this one, and here he goes. Smooth face for Braye. Up into the lip there. Nice bounce off the top. Bottom turn, slashes for the finish, and that is going to help the Tahitians' cause. chipping away under priority, Mitchell.
And what I tell you, Kaipo, he was one of the surfers this morning that was probably licking his chops to be able to paddle out there. I thrive in this. Water moving, ain't no problem. Straight up into the lip, up and over the section right there. Manages the backwash well and able to engage the rails with a strong finishing turn right there on the oncoming section 2 for the French surfer. Just the composure, being able to capitalize on the golden opportunities on this one. Look at that. I mean, that wave's coming down on him. He goes up and over it, dealing with the backwash too. Real tough stuff for Mihimana. And then right here, timing the section perfectly. Not overdoing it either. You know, just pushes on the rails. Real smart surfing right there by the surfer from French Polynesia.
Here, frothy face for Herdy. Fades back to the bottom. Snaps off the top there. Troubled water, and he kicks out. Last score for Mihimana Braye, a 6.5. Mateus on that ride needed a 7.5, Mitchell.
Yeah, and that's not going to be it, Kipes. 10 to 15 minutes. Wasn't really able to establish good positioning here, and on this wave, a bit too far out of the pocket for that opening turn. Once he gets to the lip line, though, some good work, but then just too frothy on the inside is his low score. And as we see this wave during the break on the replay, going to town on the forehand here was Mihimana. A couple of great turns, but wasn't able to improve. This one coming through as a 4.83, so just underneath what his low score is, looking at the drone angle. And some good open face right here for Mihimana. More than anything, probably just keeping Mateus off of this one. Good strong opening carve, a second one, and laying things on rail, unfortunately for him, went down on the third. Still some good work right here, watching the slow-mo, as he was able fully, truly to engage his rails and push that board around as well as he could. Surfer originally from French Polynesia, representing France, and that's where he went down. Coming out of this turn, just seemed like he caught the outside of the rail a bit too much. Well, Crosby, he's qualified already for the championship tour. Here's Mateus now, big wave, Kipes.
Grabs the rail off the bottom, aggressive top turn there on a large wave, a large turn. Will that be the 7.5?
A lot of commitment right here, deep bottom turn, and a massive section right there. A little late, but still, just to be able to go through the section and penetrate the water right there like he does when he reaches the lip line, that is a maneuver of extremely high difficulty.
High difficulty, high risk.
And committed.
Love the slow motion, love the rail grab bottom turn.
And look at the way he goes through the lip. I mean, he has to have enough speed to be able to do that, enough momentum, and enough strength in those legs, too.
And Mihimana takes off on this one, behind the whitewater, kicks out, and opportunity now to Mateus Herdy with priority. Here we go, Mateus Herdy on the back wave. Times out with the backwash, clean face, needs this finish. Mateus gets eaten up, and his hopes eaten up with that non-finish as well. Oh my goodness. That was a important finish, an important moment.
He took away the first wave, the one with the cleanest face. And then right here, Mateus, he was on his way to the score. Real strong first turn and just wasn't able to ride. As soon as I saw him get that air underneath his board coming out of the second turn, I just thought to myself, it's going to be a real difficult finish. Strong setup turn. And then the second one would have definitely been the money one out of the top two. But just too much convergence right there with the whitewater. That time, the section did win, Kaipo. But look at that. I mean, grabs the rail, fully commits to that turn, pushes off of his back foot, and engages both rails.
Did he need to hit this whitewater here?
He definitely did. I mean, to get the 6 that he's needing, for sure needed to ride out of that. Oh, man. That is painful to watch. That's just an avalanche of water just converging on top of you. Here we go. Mihimana using priority. And this was the wave that Mateus needed, Kaipo.
The Tahitian closing it out here. 10 seconds.
Wow, and he surfed an incredible heat, too. I mean, he knew what was on the line for Mateus. He went out there and dedicated his own time to his cause.
The numbers here, you can see the expression on Mateus riding in. And another hope crushed. Mateus not out of the situation 100%, but now it really depends on what else happens for the rest of this round.